I left you a present out in the woods. Why didn't you go and fetch it for me?
I'll tell you, wow, that was pretty intense. Now, I'm just really overwhelmed. Now, I'll tell you what, I consider myself a relatively smart guy, and I think that was like very artistic and creative.
I don't think we'd argue with you. Right?
Well, yeah, I mean, I have, and I have a bachelor's degree. I consider myself like an intelligent guy, but I'm watching the film, and like, relatively speaking, I don't get it. What's it about?
Well, I don't know if you know this, but syphilis comes from goats.
Well, and I think that kind of ties in with the motif of the movie and kind of like the undertones and like the semiotic representation in the skull ring. And I think I was making that connection, and I'm kind of like, it's kind of cool that you brought it up too. And I think Josh was kind of like throwing his eyebrow at that scene. And I think we all kind of had a synchronicity at the same time there, thinking about how that is analogous to syphilis.
What do you think I was thinking about it?
Oh, just, with the clip from Mozak, the film we were just watching, and how it's kind of indigenous to syphilis. I wanted you guys to see that wasn't an inappropriate use of that word. You guys caught it. I'm gonna give candy bars to everybody. No, I really don't have any candy bars. Maybe I'll buy some. Maybe I'm gonna have to buy some. Anyways, but yeah, no, I mean, in all seriousness, though, let's get down to brass tacks. Like what are what are you trying to say in like that film? Like, what was your intent when you started out?
Well,
or do you work more like improvisation?
It's like, I think about the word awesome.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, what would that look like? And then I try to like do that.
Yeah.
And that's a good start there. And it's also kind of, I'm thinking about like sin, but not in the biblical sense.
But yeah, sin more in like the universal sense, where we're like figuratively and literally sinning. I think, yeah, that's kind of where I was going with that too. And like, yeah, it seems like it's more about the aesthetic, where like kind of how Frank Black used to work aesthetically with his lyrics, where the lyrics might not mean anything, but like, gouge away, you can gouge away all day if you want to, and like, it's like the lyrics were aesthetic.
Have you seen that poster where it's like he has his thumb, but it looks like it's his penis?
No, that is kind of like Mozak. We have come full circle once again. This is kind of cool. I feel like I'm tripping out on some weed or something. Hanging out listening too much. Anyways, but yeah, I can. But what I was going to say, how Frank Black operates aesthetically, I see that kind of analogous with your work in the sense that you are kind of like working more with the flavor and the texture, and there's like everything else is undertones, kind of like Hemingway in Farewell to Arms. Like when he gets. when he orders a drink, like he ordered a dulce blonde, which means half blonde. At the time he was ordering that drink, his wife was actually having an abortion in the hospital, and I thought that was symbolistic of the abortion because she had blonde hair, and he called her a blonde. He always called her blonde in the beginning of the movie. So like that, and not to get into more of the topic of abortion, that just happens to be in there. But like that, I think you are kind of operating in the same parameters. Cool stuff. Jimmy Joe Roche. Let's hear it. For the record, I think it's pretty cool that you go to MICA and you commute there every day. I mean, like that must get expensive with the air miles and stuff. The Maryland Institute College of Art, it's a college here in Baltimore, and you are a graduate student at the college. So yeah, so it's quite a commute from Oregon, I can imagine. But you got the look of the Barney Store with you. Folks, and we're going to go come to a commercial. Folks, thanks a lot for coming out. I really appreciate it. I'm Ed Schrader, and these are